A very good afternoon to you. Welcome to Lunchtime News, coming to you live and direct from the Newsfirst studios here in Colombo. I'm Bernadine Jazz Singha. Let's now take a look at headlines.
Republicans retain House, Democrats eye Senate seats as Trump wins Ohio, Florida amid U.S. election thriller. 2017 budget to be presented to Parliament tomorrow. Auditor General probes the Lakshya rice deal.
Republican nominee Donald Trump is projected to have won several key victories against Democratic rival Hillary Clinton as the race for U.S. President pushes towards a close. Let's now cross over to Newsfirst Ramesh Irugal Bandar, who has been following the elections very closely here at Newsfirst for more details.
Thank you, Bernadine. A very good afternoon to all our viewers as well. Continuing our coverage of the U.S. presidential election, U.S. decides 2016. I'm Ramesh Irugal Bandar from the Newsfirst Center here in Colombo. Let's quickly jump into the polls that are coming in. The projected polls, according to the Associated Press, gives Donald Trump, the Republican nominee, 265 electoral colleges to 218 electoral colleges to Hillary Clinton, the Democratic nominee. Now, the magic number to look out for is 270. 270 electoral colleges are required for Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton to clinch the U.S. presidency. Donald Trump, according to the Associated Press, is just 5 electoral colleges away from securing victory and securing the White House. Now, there were a number of key races in this election campaign, being Arizona, Florida, Georgia, Iowa, and places like Ohio. Now, a majority of these places, Donald Trump and his slogan, Make America Great Again, it was able to resonate with the people, and they were able to garner a majority of the vote during this election campaign. Let's take a look at some of these election races a bit closer. Arizona, according to the projected results, Trump has won by a narrow margin of 49.6% to 45.5% by Hillary Clinton. In Florida, Trump wins again with 49.1% of the vote to Clinton's 47.7% of the vote. In Pennsylvania, Trump won a major victory with 20 electoral votes. The battleground state gave him a total of 264. That's where he stands right now. In other electoral college victories, North Carolina, Trump won with 50.5% of the votes. Ohio, 52.1% of the votes. That's what Trump got in Ohio. Now, we need to note that Ohio is one of these key swing states where it's usually considered anyone who wins in Ohio will go on to claim the White House. Earlier in 2008 as well as in 2012, incumbent President Barack Obama won the state of Ohio from John McCain and Mitt Romney, and he was able to secure the White House. This time around, Donald Trump has won Ohio, and it seems like he is headed to the White House. He's just 5 electoral colleges away from securing the 270 electoral colleges required to clinch the victory of this presidential election. Now, of course, we are awaiting the official results. Most of the results that have been released so far are projections made by media organizations, projections made by other analysts who expect the voting patterns to turn out in this way. The official results are coming in a bit slower. However, most often, 99.9% of the time, these projections are dead accurate. So we can expect Trump to go on to clinch the electoral colleges that have been mentioned by these media organizations. Now, we should also note that during this extended, lengthy election campaign, a majority of the media stations, a majority of the media organizations, newspapers backed the Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton and moved away from the Republican candidate Donald Trump. However, it seems like the U.S. Citizens have spoken a different mind, and they have gone ahead with the non-establishment candidate or the political outsider, that is Donald Trump. Now, earlier today, there was an event held at the American Center to conduct a viewing party for the election. Let's take a look at what U.S. Ambassador to Sri Lanka, Atul Keshav, had to say to the journalist in Colombo.
This is a celebration of American democracy, a celebration of what makes the United States a democracy that has shone brightly for 242 years, a celebration of the fact that a free people go to the polls and go to the ballot box peacefully and in an orderly fashion and vote to elect their democratically elected leader every 4 years.
Welcome back. We have just received news from CNN that the Clinton campaign staff have begun to send supporters who have gathered there at the Clinton base camp in New York back home. Earlier in the day, we saw visuals from the Clinton camp where there were a number of female supporters and supporters of Hillary Clinton who were expecting the first female president of the United States, who were in tears, who were reduced to tears. However, the atmosphere is completely different at the Trump Tower, which is the headquarters of the Donald Trump election campaign. Signs of jubilation, and a large crowd has gathered at the Trump Tower in New York, which has become the base for the Donald Trump campaign. Now, we of course will be looking at several key areas along the electoral map. The key battleground states, the majority of the battleground states were won by Donald Trump, thus giving him the edge in this presidential race. So we are awaiting a few more results, and as soon as we have them, we will be there to deliver it to you. For the News First team, I'm Ramesh Rugal Bandara. Bernadine, it's back to you.
The Minister of Finance is expected to present the 2017 budget to Parliament tomorrow afternoon. The debate on the second reading of the budget will commence tomorrow and will end on the 18th. On the eve of the 18th, the vote on the second reading of the budget will take place. Thereafter, on the 19th, the debate of the Working Committee will take place, with a vote to take place on the 10th of December. The Auditor General has commenced investigations into the fraud that is said to have occurred when importing rice to Sri Lanka through Laksathasa. Auditor General Gamini Vijay Singh has said that the investigation was launched following a notice issued by COPE. 8 billion rupees was invested in the importing of rice in 2014 and 15. Accusations have been leveled against Laksathasa and against the Minister of Industry and Commerce with regard to the loss of billions of rupees the country had to incur during the importation of rice. The Auditor General said the reports were recorded by the officials of Laksathasa and the Minister of Industry and Commerce in this regard. He added that steps are now being taken to forward these reports to COPE. In more local news, a woman from the Veravata area in Panadura has been stabbed to death. The woman was murdered inside her house this morning. A correspondent said that the woman succumbed to her stab wounds upon admission to the Panadura General Hospital. The victim was a 43-year-old mother of two and of husband. The woman was arrested by the Panadura North Police over suspicion and will be produced in court. The body of a male who had died under suspicious circumstances was discovered in an abandoned well in Kosatade near Mirigama. A correspondent said that the victim, a 60-year-old, was from Ganegoda. The post-mortem is to be carried out at the Gampa Base Hospital. A A man was killed and 2 injured at a motorcycle accident which took place at the Ambalipitia Ratnapura main road, Ambalamwata, early morning. The deceased was a 25-year-old resident of the Khauduava area, Ambalipitia. Police said the accident took place when the motorcycle veered off the road and hit a culvert near the Ambalavata area. The victim's body is being placed at the Kahawata General Hospital. Kahawata police are conducting further investigations. The Government of the Savi initiative is now in effect across many areas in the country, with steps being taken to launch several new projects.
On the 5th of October, locals from several villages in the Balapitia Divisional Secretariat signed a petition demanding a solution for the drinking water issue. Though they are blessed with a water source, they have been unable to obtain clean drinking water. The locals reached out to Newsfirst in search of a solution and handed over this petition to us. Under the Government of the Savi initiative, these villages will have access to clean drinking water in the near future.
We interrupt the news bulletin once again for a bit of breaking news coming in from New York. We earlier said that we have received reports that the Clinton staff is sending their supporters home. Now, in addition to that, Clinton campaign chief John Podesta has just announced to the Jarvis Center in New York, where Hillary Clinton is holding her election night party, that she would not concede the election or speak tonight. John Podesta, the campaign chief of Hillary Clinton, saying that she would not concede the election or speak tonight. This was a statement made to the supporters that had gathered at the Jarvis Center in New York, where Hillary Clinton was staging the viewing party. He said, quote, "I know you've been here a long time and it's been a long night and it's been a long campaign, but I can say that we can wait a little longer, can't we? We are still counting votes and every vote should be counted. Several states are too close to call, so we are not going to have anything more to say tonight." These are the words of John Podesta, the campaign chief of Hillary Clinton, who said that she will not be announcing, or rather she will not be conceding tonight, nor she will be making a statement tonight.
According to the Department of Meteorology, due to the active cloudiness in the southern sea area, the possibility of heavy showers and sudden roughness of the sea area is associated with sudden increase of wind speed up to 70 to 80 kilometers per hour over the sea areas of the coast extending from Colombo to Porterville via Galle and Hambantota is possible. Naval and fishing communities are requested to be vigilant in this regard. Heavy showers more than 100 millimeters are expected at some places in the southern, western, Sabaragamo and central provinces. With that, we wrap up Lunchtime News. I'm Bernadine Jazz Singha. Have a wonderful day. Take care.